You're always on my mind. That's what you wanted, right? Who am I asking? Me or you? Doc, are you telling me that you built a time machine out of a DeLorean? Ouch. The soldering iron was hot. I could never really stop myself from, hurting myself. I heard that most people don't have an inner monologue. So how do they exclaim without being out loud? Maybe I should try to be more out loud. The movie was nice. Keeps my mind at ease while I work. Music was always her thing. Not even sure what I like. Simon and Emily said I should keep one of these DVD players for myself. I don't see the point. A laptop can play just about anything you want. Though, my needs were little. Or, are they gone? I stopped. Not working, but thinking. Thinking took too much out of me. It was better not to think. Thinking was never really needed. It was never really needed. I didn't have to think. That's why I was happy. I just snapped a small piece of the motherboard. Just like I snapped in the moment. The DVD player was laying on the other side of the room, along with my anger. I could do all the thinking I wanted now. What did I want? I wanted dinner. I just rushed down the stairs. I had some ideas. There was a table sitting between the kitchen and the living room. I just slowly ran my hand over one of the chairs before a voice called out to me. Squawk! He was on the top of the stairs. He was looking for me. He was always there for me. Even when I wasn't there for myself, I just raised my arm and without hesitation he flew down the hallway, landing on a target. I had to think of this carefully. I couldn't just have a bird on my shoulder while I cooked. It was like magic. There it was, a paper towel holder, empty and in the perfect position. With Rocky on his makeshift perch, I pulled open the fridge. Casserole. I know how to make that. Meat, soup, potatoes, spices. Easy. James! Simon was quickly in my view with his voice. I heard a loud noise. Is everything all right? I'm sorry, but I can't take a bowl cut seriously. I guess I could take his muscles seriously. I dropped one of the DVD players. Sorry for the noise. I'm not sure if I was that good at putting on a face, or Simon was just letting me lie. Lying to myself, or was I just lying to her? Wow, look at these two chefs here. Emily's voice was bold and bright. Rocky seemed to like her attitude as he squawked back to her. I wasn't sure if I wanted to be left alone, which didn't seem to matter, as the couple just sat at the table. I mean, I was making dinner for the purpose of having everyone at the dinner table. I wasn't avoiding anyone in the house. I guess I was just trying to figure out where I fit in around here. I guess I'm just a personal maid. Are we having dinner? That was her voice. I loaded the oven before peering down the hall. Amaya was halfway in the hall. James and Rocky got a nice potato casserole going. You should come join us. Emily seemed too friendly. Could someone even be too friendly? I didn't know how to coax her out of her room, but somebody did. Rocky flew to the table before hopping to the floor. The hallway became his catwalk as he began to strut his stuff. I just sat down, watching the display. Amaya just bent her knees as the bird flipped around, letting her pet him. Simon and Emily couldn't stop laughing at the antics of the hyper crow. Is this what a family felt like? I had trouble remembering. Rocky was always the more vibrant and social one. Is there soda? She didn't have to yell. I could hear her. And yes, there was. I poured a tall, dark drink with ice, a straw, and a cozy around the cup. Thanks, James. Maya quickly took the drink from me as she disappeared into her dungeon. Well, we have some time. I'll put some TV on. Simon seemed to hate the silence. He was always recommending stuff to watch. TV was an escape. I knew that now. I wish I knew it then. Emily seemed just as happy as him. The real question was, how did I feel? I felt like the longer time went on, the more my life seemed to make less sense. People watch TV and movies to get away from their thoughts. What was I running from? And then he landed on the table. Rocky was right in front of me. He was always right in front of me. She never did like the bird. It's like she saw something I didn't. You know, James, I think you need him more than he needs you. Was Emily right? Did I really need Rocky that much? Thinking back to the beginning, he was the only thing I spent any real time on. I think a movie sounds nice. I put my arm out straight on the table as Rocky climbed up onto my shoulder. I joined the couple in the living room as I pulled up a foldable chair. And then it really hit me. What Emily said. What would make her say that? I don't know her. And she doesn't know me. Unless she was just watching me. What kind of face could I have been making for her to notice? Was it a smile? When was the last time I smiled? Was it with Rocky? It definitely wasn't with her. Did I ever smile with her? Emily was nice. Average height, chocolate skin, smooth black hair, a nice smile. Is thinking about people wrong? Is looking at people wrong? What if my intentions were unclear to even myself? And then it happened. The beginning of the movie came in slow motion. Nails on a chalkboard were loud, but for me, this was more like poison. All my thoughts turned to fear. I just sat, watching the movie with the most blank expression I could, as my head began eating itself alive. I was in full panic mode, but not making a single sound. To everyone in the room, I was calm and normal, but not to him. Rocky just started nibbling on my ear before pushing up against my neck. The fear began to drain, and soon I was in the kitchen again. The casserole wasn't the only thing that needed to cool. What if I just threw this dish at the wall, just like the DVD player? Would anyone care? Would they be afraid of me? Would they lock me up? James, is it done yet? Maya was back in the kitchen. Everywhere my eyes looked was an explosion in my head. The walls were dirty, the TV was too loud, and the floor creaked. And Amaya was a girl. She stood tall. Her hair was just at the shoulders, her body thin and tight. Her outfit was barely there, consisting of a t-shirt so small and so tight it looked like it could rip, and her sweat shorts. It's just gotta cool off for a minute. With the biggest smile, I spoke up. Eyes closed and body still, I just hoped she would leave before I said something stupid. And like that, she was gone. And I was alone. I was always alone. I was always alone. Why did she leave me all alone? I just slid my back down the wall as I got to the floor. I wish I could just turn my brain off, that my life could stop right here, just for now. Maybe I could skip ahead to the next chapter. But the food was ready.